So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, ready. We're waiting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Yes. Ready. United.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Breeze. Looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way to the opposite 48. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll buy some time right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go, 52. Rip. Yellow. Let's go.
Smith on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Let's go. 15, 52, 35.
Here's Perine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
To throw on second down to Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Hey, on.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, two. Ready? You waiting?
Ingram again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
15.
Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. Completes it right side to Doxson. A good pickup there, a 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
12.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Smith now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Smith throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Smith throwing on 1st down. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
36.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Hogan, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You got 4. 5-1. 53. 11. 6. Easy, kill.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey. Ready. You ready? Check. 53, 5. 11. Coming. Push hard. Got it.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And now it's second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Hey, go down. 21. 53, check 53. Hey, 2.
Now Breeze again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 18.
Ready. You ready?
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ingram again, a first down carry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. You ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a carry for Pirine. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off play action. Hogan, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Pirine. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Hogan, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Hogan. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Pass incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Got it! Yellow lady! Here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Leopard!
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, here's P. Ryan. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Monday.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. Thomas, the intended target. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now the pressure gets to Hogan, and he goes down on a sack. Alex Okafor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Philly, here we go.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Ready for shot.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 6